What is going on? The energy is off the chart. Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Kevlan, and in today's video I want to talk about what we call the Schumann Resonance and discuss what is a Schumann Resonance and why it has been bursting very recently. So in simple terms, if you're not aware of what is the Schumann Resonance, the Schumann Resonance is a frequency that is emitted by the planet or by Earth that has been measured for the first time in 1952 by a German scientist named Winfried Schumann, hence the name of Schumann Resonance. So this frequency or this pulsation, so it's like the Earth is kind of emitting a pulsation or a sound that resembles of a heartbeat. That's why the Schumann Resonance is very often referred as the heartbeat of the planet, is because the sound coming out of the planet resembles a heartbeat. So it's like a pulsation or a frequency that has been measured to be 7.83 hertz, but there's a range. So the 7.83 hertz is the fundamental frequency of the Schumann resonance, but this can vary depending on different factors. So the interesting fact of the Schumann resonance is that the 7.83 hertz is the same as the alpha/theta brainwave that we have. So if you're not familiar with the different brainwaves, the alpha brainwave or the theta brainwave are related to a very relaxed state, or where healing, restoration can occur within the body. So it's a very relaxed state. And what it can tell us is if the natural state of the energy field of the planet is to be 7.83 hertz, it means our natural state is also the state of alpha, where we are supposed to be very relaxed. So if we are not, when we are stressed, for example, we're not in our it's an altered state. It's not our natural state. Our natural state is to be the same as the Schumann resonance, so to be around 7.83 hertz, so meaning in the alpha brain wave. So the interesting fact about this Schumann resonance, and I want you to see it as an electromagnetic field around the planet. So as you may be aware, we have an energy field, and I've talked about it in past videos when I was explaining the energy body. So this field of energy that we have around us, following this double torus pattern. So what I want you to see is our planet has the same field and following the same pattern, the pattern of the double torus. So this is a field of energy, this is a field of information that is related to the Schumann resonance, and is the same as what we call for our own field, the biofield. This is our field of information or energy that we have around us. The interesting part is our own energy field and the energy field of Gaia, of the planet, are in constant communication, in constant connection. So what happened to us or what information we have in our field will affect the information that is present in the field of the planet, and vice versa. The information present in the field of the planet will affect our own energy field. And this has been shown, or this has been proven in many different experiments, scientific experiments from the past, where like scientific experiment involving mass meditation, for example, and as a large number of people were meditating at the same time, the field of the planet was also measured, and what they noticed is that the field was getting more stable, was getting more harmonized, was getting more peaceful overall, as more people were meditating at the same time. There is other type of experiment that have shown very similar results, and what is called the Maharishi effect. So I don't know if you've heard about that, but the Maharishi effect is when a small portion of a community practices what we call transcendental meditation, and as they are doing this, So it's like 1% of the community is practicing this special transcendental meditation. And as they are meditating, what they are observed is that there is a clear reduction of crime rate within the community, or even in the community surrounding the community where they are practicing the meditation. So what all this means is that our own field is connecting to the field to everybody else's, and our field as human beings or as a collective is connected to the field of the planet. So as I mentioned before, the Schumann resonance, the fundamental frequency is 7.83 hertz. However, if we look at the last decades, and even more so the last few years, the energy or the Schumann resonance has been increasing more and more and more and more. So it's like we are getting some bursts. It's not like the frequency is vibrating faster now, but we are getting more bursts in affecting the Schumann resonance, and instead of measuring, or instead of being at 7.83 hertz, it can go all the way to 50, 60, and even beyond 100 hertz. That's what has been measured in the last few years. But again, it's some burst. It's not a constant 100 hertz frequency. And this, if you remember in one of the videos, I explained that at the collective level, at the planet level, we are currently going through an ascending phase of the human consciousness. And this ascending phase is due to many different factors, but it's also due to the fact that our solar system is traveling through space in a very specific area through space, where it's receiving more and more lights, more and more energy from other, they call it the central sun, but from other celestial bodies that is directly affecting our sun, our solar system at large, along with the different planets, and obviously our own planet. So because of this, because of the fact that we are traveling through space in that specific area of space, this has been affecting the energy that we've been receiving on the planet, and this has been affecting the Schumann resonance, and that's why in the last few decades, and especially in the last few years, the Schumann resonance has been bursting, and we have been receiving more and more and more and more energy. And as I said before, the Schumann resonance, or the field of our planet, is directly related to our own field. So by having, or by receiving all this energy of on the field of the planet, this will affect our own field I should say our global human consciousness, or collective human consciousness. And as we keep going up, as we keep expanding our collective human consciousness, this will affect also the field of the planets, in exchange. So this two-way communication. So what it means overall is that the Schumann resonance is increasing, which will affect, or which affecting directly our collective consciousness, which allows humanity, or the collective consciousness, to expand more and more. And as we expand more and more, this will also affect the Schumann resonance and the field of the planet to expand more and more. So we are clearly in a state of expansion right now, and this is just the beginning. In 2025, as we are heading toward 2025, we'll see more and more bursts of light, bursts of energy affecting the Schumann resonance, and then as a result affecting our human consciousness. And what we typically see, and what I typically see, and I talk for myself, but also for the people around me, when we are receiving, when the Schumann resonance is bursting, is absolutely exploding, receiving all this energy, is affecting us, as I said, is affecting our field, but the light is able to go even deeper and deeper and deeper, and make surface or release some emotions, some stuck emotions, some traumas, some issues that we still have to address and still have to heal, because there is no expansion without release. That's how it works. So as we are getting more refined as human beings, as we are getting more refined antennas to detect this new frequency, or this new energy that we're receiving at the collective level, this will help us, the light will help us go even deeper and shed some light on our shadow part that we still need to address, or our traumas or pain and so on and so forth. So that's why typically a lot of people, when the planet is currently receiving this amount of energy, a lot of people are not feeling well, are getting emotional or having some issues. Some people are not getting some symptoms, physical symptoms, but also some depression and so on and so forth. It's just a normal process. It's because the light is getting deeper and deeper and help us release and shed some light on the shadow part we still have to release. So it's really we are really living a time of change, a time of transformation, and we're getting help. And this is due to the fact that the planet is currently traveling through space in a very specific area that is able to receive more and more energy, and it's at the solar system level. So it's not only our planet, but it's our sun and all the planets, which really help the different planets to ascend, and obviously the entity of the people living on those planets to also ascend or expand their their overall consciousness. If you want to know more about this topic, I invite you to check out my book on Amazon, The Science of Breaking Free. I'll leave the link down below in comment. Also, I'll be more in future videos about the Schumann Resonance, and I will be tracking more how the energy is actually affecting us, and what is going to be happening in the near future in future videos. So I invite you to also subscribe to my channel using the button down below in comments. And for now, I'll see you next time.